Good morning and welcome to Insidetexoma on this Sunday. I'm News Channel 6 Melissa Kakarika, joined by Vicki Payne from Faith Mission and Faith Refuge, two shelters in our community. Welcome to Insidetexoma.
Thank you, Melissa.
First up, we're going to talk about the News Channel 6 Coat and Blanket Drive. We kind of partner with you guys to help provide for people in the community. Let's talk about the need for these warm winter items.
Okay, well, we serve the homeless population, of course, but we also serve the poor in the community that can come to the mission for meals and for clothing. So the clothes are available to the public. We have all sizes. Thank you for promoting that. We have from infant size all the way to adult size, and we have a buku of them. So we want the community to come and get one. And what we would like for them to do is to bring the person, the children, the adults, come themselves in person so they can try it on and walk away with a coat that they like and that fits them. We ask that the adult bring an ID, and so we can keep up with, where it's going and how many we're giving out.
And so anybody who needs one of the coats or blankets that we've collected can just come to the shelter during a certain time frame, right?
Absolutely. We would like for them to come. The best time for our staff is for them to come Mondays through Friday, 9 to 4. If they can't come during that time, if they need to come on a Saturday, they can ask the front desk to Paige Lim. He's one of our staff that's available there.
And obviously it's important for these people to have something warm during the winter, right?
That's right. It's in North Texas it's so confusing because one day it feels like fall and one day it feels like we're in Alaska. So you need to get that coat before it feels like Alaska here.
And I know through the community we've gotten a lot, not just coats, we've asked for scarves, blankets, really anything that people need they can come pick up, right?
Yes, as long as we have it, we'll give it out. We'll give out hats, coats, gloves, as long as we have them, coats. Yes, that's what they're there for. That's why the community is donating them.
That's right. And if you do want to donate, we have gotten a lot already, so thank you to the community, but there's still a ton of time to do that. We want to give you a list of a couple dates that you want to keep in mind. Right now, the traveling box for News Channel 6 is at First National Bank. Starting on the 23rd, it's going to be at Pure and Parker Square. And then on the 30th, it's going to be at Neighborhood Auto on Old Jacksboro Highway. Then the final day of our coat drive, the 31st, New Year's Eve, it's going to be at Faith Mission, right?
Yes.
And so we can also come by the station located at 3601 Seymour Highway. Like we said, we're looking for coats, scarves, hats, gloves. I mean, really, we can't get too much, right?
Right. And Faith Mission is at 1300 Travis Street, and we do have a dock. You can just drive by the dock and drop it off. You don't have to bring it into the building yourself. So it's make it really easy for you to drop off. Coats, hats, gloves. The gloves, they're always needed.
That's right. And now some of these, obviously you can come pick them up, but you're going to give them to people at the shelters as well, right?
Right, yes. And we called the elementary schools, called every elementary school this week to let them know that we had a lot of children, so we don't want them to go to waste. They're available, so come get them.
All right, we're going to talk a lot more about the many hats that you wear over at the shelters, right? That's why we have a hat on the desk in case you were wondering, right?
Right, we do. We wear a lot of hats at both shelters, at Faith Mission and Faith Refuge, to serve the homeless in our community. And Melissa, because you are new, taking over Insidetexoma, I want to pass this hat to you.
Well, thank you.
It's a new hat for you to wear.
Exactly. Well, I guess I should put it on since you gave it to me. So
it's perfect fit.
It is. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about the hats that you wear over at the shelter, because people want to know what they're giving back to, obviously, for the Coat and Blanket Drive. So we're going to take an inside look at the organizations that the Coat and Blanket Drive benefits right after this break. Welcome back to Insidetexoma. I'm Melissa Kakarika, joined by Vicki Payne from Faith Refuge, Faith Mission. If you've been watching a lot of News Channel 6, you've heard us talk a lot about the Coat and Blanket Drive, which we've been collecting coats and blankets for Faith Mission. Today we wanted to give you an inside look at the organization you're helping. First up, we're going to talk about Faith Refuge, which is for the women, and there's actually a big program coming up that we want to talk about called the Career Academy.
That's right. We have the Faith Refuge Career Academy. that is a 12-week free academy designed to prepare women for the workforce. It's open to the women in the shelter and also open to the women in the public. So it's open to everyone. And did you hear the word free? It's free, which is a great thing in this community. You know, there's a lot of competition for jobs, and the preparation is so important to being the one that would get the interview and then hopefully be the one to get hired. So this is preparing women. We have different subjects, job skills for life, money management, time management, setting boundaries, prioritizing, professional communication, computer skills, and also as part of the academy we have GED prep and testing that we have partnered with Region 9 for, and they actually provided the computers and the software at Faith Refuge Career Academy. So if someone needs to get their GED, they can come to the academy and they can study for their GED, and they can do the testing there. So it's a versatile academy. It's Monday through Thursday, and so that gives the students Friday off to take care of their personal business. And there's 2 different hours that they can do, 2 different certificates. One's 200, one's 400. So everybody's assessed at the beginning to see what their personal need is. It's kind of individualized. We're so excited about this. Is our 5th academy starting on January 5th. And if someone wants to learn more about it or they want to apply, they would contact our Academy Director, Lisa Wester. She is at Faith Refuge, and that's 940-322-4673. We're so excited because we have Academy graduates that are already working in the community, and we have a couple that are going to Vernon College to further their education. So some people, they just need extra help to prepare for more education that they want to get. And then we're excited because the GED part, if someone has dropped out of high school recently and they're 18 or close to 18, they can come and finish and get their GED before the next school year starts and then not be considered a dropout.
Okay. So
there's a lot going on with Academy. We also offer parenting classes, and those parenting classes meet the criteria that Child Protective Services requires. So if we have a mom out there or a mom in the community that needs parenting classes, and the parenting benefits every mom, so it's offered for every mom, then they're going to be able to meet that need for their family, to take care of their family. So what we're doing, we're strengthening women, and so these women can take care of their families, and by that we're strengthening the community.
And so it starts the 5th, and I imagine it goes for a couple weeks.
It's a 12-week program.
12
yes.
And so what would a typical, class be during one of those hours or so?
Well, if it's professional communication, you'll be hearing from an instructor, and then you'll also practice the communication. You also practice interviewing skills, and you learn how to identify your own strengths and to use those strengths, and then use those strengths to go, apply for jobs, interview, and then land a job.
And you mentioned before just how important it is to really provide this resource for the women to give them that leg up.
Oh, that's right, because it doesn't really matter if you're homeless or not. You can be unemployed. You don't have to be homeless to be unemployed. And sometimes there is another source of income in the family, but the woman still needs to work. And so this will help prepare her to make her more highly qualified for the workforce, to make her look better, that someone would want to take the time to interview that person. Also with the Academy, the community is very supportive, and we have business partnerships, and so those businesses come out and they send an employee once each session to inform the students what quality, skills, and values that they look for in employees. Those partners agree to receive applications from the graduates, and hopefully they will hire out of that pool, but what they're committing to is to receive their applications. So just that going back and forth with the people that come from the business partners, they're learning a lot. They're seeing a lot of different personalities. Like if KEZ wanted to partner with us, they could send you out or anybody, and then they learn some more communication skills and how to dress, Don't pick your nose. Don't take your cell phone into an interview. Just practical things that sometimes people don't. They just haven't learned. So it's a very great program for our community, and we're so happy that we're able to offer it at Faith Refuge.
Absolutely. And is there a deadline to kind of apply by?
I don't know that answer.
Okay.
But if somebody wants to apply, they just need to call as soon as possible to Faith Refuge and talk to Lisa Wester. If they do want to get their GED, they do have to go to the GED orientation at Region 9. So they would have to call Region 9 to sign up for the orientation.
Okay, well, a great program over there at Faith Refuge helping the women. But there's also Faith Mission. There's a lot going on over there as well for the men. We're going to talk about programs over there right after this break on Insidetexoma.